Okay. Hi, this is Mike from Custom Cruisers and Walter from Wagner's Classic Oils at the Motorcycle Mechanics Classic Show in UK. This is one of the greatest shows you can come to. There's all homemade bikes, if you want to call them that, professionally built. As an example, Alan Milliard here with his amazing creations, and we've had a great time. We're advertising the complete range of Wagner's oils, and we're going to be distributing them in UK. So if you want some great tank sealers, great oils, and you can see here masses of machines, lots of stalls, incredible selection. You've got Simpson helmets on the left, you've got Z-Power, all your Kawasaki Z1000 parts. You've got some very rare bikes here, Egley Vincent's, you've got Yamaha's, Martini Yamaha CX500 turbos, you've got your Yamaha water-cooled club, sorry, air-cooled club. These are all your RDs, not your LCs. These are beautiful bikes like guys like me had when we were younger. Your RD500s, your RD200s, your RD250s. Hagen Jock's very well known, very famous drag racer, Alf Hagen. Motorcycle dent removal. Lots of classic bikes, as you can see on the right hand side. These are the Vincent HRD, very rare bikes. And balcony, you've got more stalls up there. So as you can see here, we're going to go down this aisle. This is all your books, all your spares, all your tools, masses of workshop manuals, badges, everything to do with motorcycles. Your plaques for the wall to tell what bike you've got. You name it, you can buy it here. Bags for £1. These are all your bolts. You can get your stainless steel 5/16 width, your metric bolts. Beautiful Yamaha stand here with all your race, your old and your new bikes. Okay. Here we are, all the Amel carburetors. You can see quite a big show, masses of stuff on display. Too many stalls to get around in a day, to be honest. You really need the 2 days. You can see here, incredible amount of motorcycle and related parts as well. There's a massive auction they have here as well. So if you're interested in buying a very rare bike, they have Bruff Superiors, Egley Vincent's, this kind of thing. You got here amazing selection of bikes. These are all picked from the Classic Mechanics Show. And Z1R Turbo, very rare machine there, the red bike. I actually had the Z1R like the one behind in grey, the silver grey. And behind us, as you can see, these particular bikes, you've got your Fireblades, you've got your YB100s, very classic old machines, which now are actually worth a lot of money. I wish we'd known you wouldn't need a pension, you just put your money into those. Buy a new bike every year, you'd be on a fortune. Carole Nash, these sponsor the show. These are like one of the major insurance people. Okay, thank you. And Carole Nash sponsors a lot of this stuff. Thank you very much. Just get some free pens.
However, we have a competition for you as well. Up to £200 you can get from. You can get up to £200. He doesn't want to do that. I want you to take part of motorcycle or car insurance. It will take only a minute. Would you like to take part very, very fast?
Later on, we can. Yeah.
We will finish in a while.
No, we have to. Yeah, we do. We come back in a bit. No problem.
I will be waiting for you.
Yeah. As you can see here, the Kawasaki's, these are legendary Z1s, the Z650s. These, to me, are some of the greatest bikes they ever built. The H2s, 752 strokes, your racers. The old Suzuki 500 Invaders, this is like Barry Sheen turned into a racer when Barry Sheen started racing originally. And there's some kind of award ceremony going on there, as you can see. Central wheels, they do all your billet wheels, all your spoke wheels, multicolored spokes, very, very great selection. UK two-strokes, very cool. Lots and lots of two-stroke bikes, which I personally do love and always own. Some of these, like over here, some of these Suzuki 750 kettles, unbelievable. There's even one here, this is one of the wildest bikes I've seen for a 750 Suzuki. And as you can see here, this one here is actually a 4-cylinder. They've grafted another cylinder onto this bike. Originally this would be a 753 like this, but as you can see they've actually put another cylinder on. Amazing feat of engineering. It looks stock. The great thing is it does look like a stock bike, like Alan Milliard does with his. This one here, one of the racers, looks like one of the Heron Suzuki perhaps race bikes, but GT750 rocker. Introduced from France. Yeah, this is a special race bike that they did. This is one of the original 74s, I believe. Sorry, 71, 72. This particular bike here is one of the original GT750 kettles. These bikes fetching crazy money because there were so many were smashed up in the old days. And then the legendary CBX 1000. This is a 6-cylinder Honda, which again, this in its day, this was the bike to have if you could afford one and afford to run it. The 6-cylinder, 6-carburetor bike was Honda's flagship bike and really still is. But if you just check this engine, I mean, that is a beautiful engine, super smooth. Not the best on fuel. I remember when we were in the forces in Germany, me and Kevin, I had the Z1R, he had the CBX. You'd be looking around about 15 to the gallon down to 10 if you were doing 150 on the things. But awesome power. Used to stretch the chains, wear the tyres out in 600 miles. This particular one, a total custom, amazing build. This machine here is absolutely incredible. And build quality wise, I've got to admit, there aren't many bikes that are well made. But the frame was actually for a completely different bike, and they've shoehorned a CBX 1000 motor in. And as you can see, these is the Owners Club. Most of these stands will be Owners Clubs. So again, you've got the Laverda Club is the next stand. Beautiful bikes, the old Laverda Jotas, your 3Cs, you know, your 750s, your SFs. And again, this is the sort of bike that won the TT. I think the Slater brothers lapped at over 125 miles an hour with one of these, and it did win the TT. But the old Jota had 2 up, 1 down crankshaft, whereas the later one, the Mirage, like the other bikes, they had a 120-degree crankshaft, which was a lot smoother. And but the old Jotas used to jump about, but they certainly did the part. You know, they really did win all those races. Over here, you got all your spares. A lot of the guys starting to go early, but this is the bike in the old days. This is a Kawasaki Mach 3 500. This thing, they used to call it the Widowmaker. A lot of people got killed on these. These like 1968, very original. Looking at these bikes, absolute fortune to buy now, but a very cool machine. And in its day, those things used to go around a bend and rip the wheel up when you weren't expecting it. Hence, they were called the Widowmakers. These bikes here, as you can see, more 500s and 750s. In fact, no, I'm telling you wrong, these are all KH and H1 500s. Exceptional bikes. You see all the rosettes, these have all won lots of prizes. So beautiful colours, very small, very powerful bike. I've got an H1F myself, which is like this one here. And as you can see, there's just masses of stuff to see here. So if you fancy a really fantastic weekend, you know, the classic show at Stafford is definitely the place to come, where you can see me and Walter next year, 2020, we will be here. And we'll also be at the NEC Classic Show in Birmingham. That's a classic car and bike show, which is later this year in the 9th to the 11th of October. So hopefully see you there. November. I do apologise.
Yeah,
I've had a bad day.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I do apologise. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike.
No, thank you. Thank you,
for
Walter.
this great introduction here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thanks.
was very impressed about the show. What is going on there?
It's amazing, yeah. Amazing. This is the first one we've done for a long time, and I've got to admit, compared to the old shows, this really is exceptional.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll see you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
you, Mike.
Thanks. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.